She can be single-minded and straightforward in her loyalty to Makoto to the point that it reaches a dangerous level. Can be very instinctual, intelligent, and can learn how to do things quickly like cooking food for Makoto. She has no qualms about destroying anyone who intends to do harm to Makoto, regardless of their identity, position, or background. Before meeting Makoto, she was insane with trying to satisfy her hunger, preventing her from expressing herself in any manner. MIO is somewhat weak to flattery. Someone who she perceives as annoying can immediately change from being a nuisance to being a pleasant person to talk to if they flatter her, as long as they are not an enemy to Makoto. She has sadomasochistic tendencies at times, often fantasizing about being dominated by Makoto. She also can be a cruel, devious and callous fighter, often showing an intelligent, cold logic towards others. Her greatest trait is her childish-like innocence towards what romance is, and often finds herself bashful over the simple misunderstandings of hand-holding, kisses on the cheek and later what sex is. MIO may have been inspired by Ungoliant from The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, as both are ancient beings with unknown origin who are described as terrifying spirits taking the form of a great spider, and their hunger grew so out of control that they start to consume everything in their path. As a black spider female, her feeding on Makoto Misumi as her favorite meal reflects real-world female arachnids' penchant to consume their male mate soon after mating. They are hints in the anime that the morning cartoons she's interested in happen to be everyone's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Her interest in childish shows like Power Ranger Ikes, action, spy and thriller and superhero reflect the golden age when Japanese culture invaded the West, while also trying to tell Western stories through anime in the early to late 90s. A running gag for her is her trying and failing to attend to the young master when he heads to bed. Being mocked by Tomo for this makes her question her own womanhood. An ironic fault in her personality is that she finds Makoto's dark sociopathic tendencies scary, and yet when misunderstands others' involvement towards him, she reacts in the same manner, because of her misguided envy. In her human form, MIO has black hair with a red headband not in bloom, black lace gloves and wears a luxurious black and red kimono in the style yukata, further the handle have white frills. However, do not be fooled by her. Her kimono still has some defensive power. It can withstand up to a certain point enough to surprise the elders dwarves when it got cut up. She hides her folding fan in her bosom. At a simple glance, it doesn't look like the type that someone could properly move in. Meanwhile on MIO's everyday/default outfit, which started on season 1 when Makoto liked the outfit, MIO wears her usual black and red kimono but with modifications. She now wears black shoes instead of her usual white shoes and the kimono is fully covered. Her white frills got removed and it now consists of 2 spiderwebs on her left arm and her legs. She also wears her default black lace gloves throughout the series as her accessory. On the other hand, when she cooks, she wears a white apron on her kimono. Before her transformation, MIO was best described as a force of nature that could not be subdued. She would attack and eat relentlessly and heal from any wound inflicted on her. After her transformation, she was able to regain her sanity and apply various techniques in combat, making her even more formidable. Darkness element proficiency. Regeneration. She has quasi-immediate restoration to the point that even if she has a big hole in her body it will be restored in 1 second or less. Darkness gun, not the official name. Iseaki treat, Fi. Black Sky Network. Counterattack. After witnessing attacks several times, she is able to transfer the damage to her opponent. MIO learned the skill from the demon general Reft. Transformation. MIO can transform back into her black spider of calamity form at will, though she needs more energy to do so. She can also transform back to her human form at will if she is low on energy. White Super Sentai costume. First costume created by MIO, from her tokusatsu's passion. She gives it to Makoto but was rejected and thrown away, but it was recovered by Shiki thinking that it would be a waste. Then, by the fruit of chance, it was worn by Makoto when he needed to hide his identity. It had some crazy options like the capacities to create a weapon box and to make you do a hero's flying kick. However, it boosts your attack power and decreases your defense. Furthermore, it limits the use of magic power to the point that if you use it too much the suit will explode. It was partially destroyed by Sophia Bulga. Red Super Sentai costume. It was given to Yuno Rembrandt in exchange for some old cookbooks. She uses it in training against the Mist Lizard, and that angered Makoto to the point of hitting her on the head many times because that made him remember the embarrassment of the white suit.